Okay, so the 80-year lady
Yeah.
went to the embassy
Yeah.
and said, it is your problem, your fault that my friend cannot get on the plane,
Yeah.
so you have to get him ship, placed on a ship,
Oh,
okay?
okay.
And she said, no problem, and in 2 or 3 days was ticket for second class.
Really?
Well, I didn't have money
No.
for second class.
No.
I had, so I did sell everything I had except 2 pair of clothes
Yeah.
because I couldn't be made.
No, you have to have
I
clothes.
made it, so I had the clothes on me and
Yeah.
2 more in
Oh.
suitcase.
Yeah. And that was it.
Necessary.
Yeah.
So I came day before the Swedish ship came.
Yeah.
I went to the office of the company and I said I like to go. I have a reserve ticket, but I still owe $80. I simply have no more thing to solve. So he looked at me and said, well, the company will not go broke, so that's okay, don't worry.
Yeah.
And he gave me 20 Swedish
Crown.
krona,
Yeah.
so I could buy something on the ship.
Wow, that was nice.
Okay? And he said, as a joke, when I come next time to Denmark,
You can buy him a lunch
to bring him a half a pound of coffee
from
because he
you.
couldn't get coffee in Denmark.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I came half a year later,
Yeah.
I came him with 2 packages.
Did you? You found him?
No, he was manager of the...
Oh, okay. So you brought him 2 packages of coffee.
I gave him
Oh, wow.
2 packages.
Oh, he must have been shocked.
Yes, he was. So he
Wow.
got all employees to come together and to look at my 2.
Wow. 2 pounds of coffee. That's fun.
Okay.
That's fun. Wow. Well, you
And
remember.
so my wife, by the time I was married, 2 days, 3 days after,
When you brought him the coffee, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I had to get my visa for England.
Okay. Yeah.
I came to England
Mhm.
illegally.
Oh, really?
No, because I applied, to get there, and the red tape
Yeah.
was unreal,
Yeah.
and so I talked with my former wife,
Your wife, yeah.
future wife.
Future, yeah.
I didn't have any wife yet.
She wasn't, yeah.
And I said that I cannot get
Visa.
a visa, English visa.
Because you were going back to Denmark to marry her
Yes,
and to bring her back to Vancouver, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and you guys married in 1952.
Yeah. So I got in England.
Yeah.
Yeah, I opened my passport where nothing was.
Yeah, there was no visa. Yeah.
And got there. No one asked a question. Just get
Stamp.
a stamp
Yep.
that I arrived to.
Okay, so you're in England and then you had to get to Denmark.
Okay. So I had to find place to sleep because it was getting late.
Yeah.
And I had to get the Danish visa.
Yeah.
So I came to the Danish travel agent
Mm-hmm.
travel agent or visa branch or
I
whatever,
think consulate
and
or
uh,
embassy.
even if it was closed, I still hear noise there, and
So you knew
uh,
somebody was inside.
so I managed to get inside
Yeah.
and get the Danish visa.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I was that tired,
Yeah.
so I fell asleep and wanted to change next morning. I woke up at the last second
Oh no.
to run out and get the first taxi to take me to port because
Yeah.
the Danish shipping company had train
Yeah.
going
Mm.
between the ship and downtown.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay, so I ran, I got on the train in the last minute,
Yeah.
and uh, on the line, the company had someone to go through the train
Yeah.
and
Conductor.
checking everybody's pass,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Well, I
Controllers.
didn't.
Oh. Uh-oh.
So
Did you hide in the bathroom when you
No,
saw they were
because-
coming?
there were two guys,
Uh-oh.
twice
One
as
each end.
big as I, who were checking on the visa, getting from the train
Yeah.
and showing
Yeah.
your visa.
Yeah.
And I explained situation.
Mm-hmm.
I said that I have Danish passport, and they didn't say a word, just show me what it says yeah. And so they said they will ship me with escort
Mm-hmm.
to London to investigate me there. And I said, you can't do that because I am getting married in 3 days. And
Funny. Yeah, that was in May of '52 then. That's funny.
the next ferry would come after the wedding.
Yeah, yeah. So how
Okay.
did you convince them to let you go?
Okay.
Did you have more coffee you could give? Could you give somebody some coffee and then you could go?
No,
No.
because the two guys
Yeah.
checking my
ID.
Pa-
Yeah.
passport,
Mm-hmm.
they were 50% bigger than I.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But fortunately, the train was checking, with someone I knew from Denmark.
Oh, that was lucky.
And
Oh.
so I explained the situation.
Yeah.
So she, like people were boarding, but I didn't show up.
Right.
So she went to the two guys and said a few words for me.
Right.
So I got permission. The ship sailed first once,
Yeah.
and I argued with them.
Yeah.
The ship sound second time,
Yeah. Oh wow. It was
and then
lost.
it is 3 times, so it is moving.
Yeah.
So the person who went through the train, I knew from Denmark,
That's crazy.
and
That's
so
fate.
she said a few
Yeah.
words to the guys,
Yeah.
and they told me to make sure that I got visa for the return price.
Yeah. So they want to make sure you have proper ID. Yeah. Oh wow.